but they're actually getting ready here. So Sev3n versus Guard are getting underway. Blood Run once again. Sev3n's been, of course, he's proving himself more and more on Blood Run. He is an amazing player, decent duelist, great execution, but his major weakness is map knowledge. But Blood Run's a map he's definitely improving on. But Guard is basically this is his best map. So I'm surprised we are actually facing off here. So off the start things are quiet, but the red is spawning, so here comes the action as they battle it out for the red. Guard had to back away, he didn't like his positioning, and rightly so, he shouldn't have been able to take a fight there. But that grenade changes Guard's feelings massively, but that rail in return puts Sev3n back in the stack lead and forces Guard back. So Sev3n, so far off this beginning, coming out on top, rocket jump to try to catch Guard. Again, trying to close the distance. Guard could peek there if he wanted to with the rail, and this drop is very interesting. Could catch up, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. That's why it's interesting, because of that possibility. Got to execute though, not able to connect with the shots. Oh no, Sev3n, oh my god, he dropped there, and he stopped moving, and I'm pretty sure it's because he was like, I just made a massive mistake. He basically double face palmed. That's what I'm predicting, and that's why he stopped. And then I'm not entirely sure though. I mean, I'm as much in the dark as you guys, but he apparently had some freezes. I'm gonna go with the double face palm though, because that was kind of a mistake. Anyway, that jump. Perhaps though. So it looks like okay, they want to go, and Guard is always really well mannered about stuff like this, and he's actually happy to replay the game, which is quite interesting. But Sev3n is happy to just time back in. So Guard showing that he's got a lot of sportsmanship, a lot of manners, a lot of respect for everyone in the game, and Guard is someone who often has connection problems, so you can probably really feel for Sev3n's position. But we will continue, and Guard's not in the best of spots either. Sev3n, I mean, at the very least, he didn't give away anything too huge. He at least gets, he gives away a frag, but at least he does get a red relatively soon afterwards. So the world is not coming to an end for the Frenchman. Sev3n and Guard just ran past the yellow. Oh, we've all done it. Works out in his favor though, as it acts as a bait, and he does hit a rail into that. So interesting stuff there. Sometimes mistakes, unintentional errors can benefit us. And Sev3n going to go for the aggression onto the Mega, wins position and even wins the fight. So Guard caught out in the open. That dead drop there in front of him by Sev3n was perfect, and Guard, I don't know about that. I really don't agree with going for that. I mean, sure, he could have hit 2 or 3 pummels, but that still likely doesn't get him the kill. And Sev3n there, his positioning, unable to deny Guard the steal on the red. So some positional errors from Sev3n there after some weird decisions by Guard. And now, if we look at Guard's stack, he's pretty much even to Sev3n. But the thing is that Sev3n has more weapons, and he had the position on Mega. So Guard coming out a little bit behind. Good rocket there though, and with red up on the spot, Guard should be able to work his way back into a stack that can challenge for this Mega. That's really a big part of this. But if we look at, okay, oh my goodness, Sev3n's going to take this fight. He's getting absolutely demolished. And I was going to say, if we look at the situation from a decision-making point of view, you have the red and the Mega spawning very close together. So that puts a lot of strain on the players to predict what the other one's going to do, and based on the other one's position, what will be the smartest thing to do. And Guard, though, going to be able to take away that red at the cost of giving away the Mega to Sev3n. And it really depends on how much armor Sev3n's able to get now, how much armor Guard is able to deny him. Because if Guard can keep denying him armor, then he's in a better position, but we can see that that was not really the case. So Sev3n's going to come out more or less on top here, but look at that, he has the pummel out there, switches quickly to the LG, but was it too late? It was. 30 health, that could have been the difference had he had the right weapon out in time. But of course, if you have the LG out and you don't know where your opponent is, it's going to make that sound, that humming sound, and that's, you never really want to have the LG out unless you're going to be using it. So perhaps that was the issue there. And he did have a very fast switch. The pummel with a very low reload time, of course, allows you to switch the weapons quickly, and the Guard going to catch Sev3n off guard once more. Red is coming up very soon, and God should surely be able to win this fight. But look at that, Sev3n coming around the corner, catching God in the side. Very painful business, and Sev3n going to work his way back into the game. So Sev3n, he wants this Mega. This Mega shoulder hits. Looking for the rail, not going to find it. Doesn't want to expose himself too much damage. God's going to go aggressive again, just going straight in. And he gets the frag from it. God knows those spots where he can just absolutely just go in so hard and never look back. Here's the shards taking the distance, gives away Sev3n's position. God falls back. Gonna scoop away this yellow as soon as it spawns. This kind of shows that he has no idea when the yellow is. He may have a Mega time, but he probably doesn't have a red time. That's kind of dangerous here because he wants to be able to pressure, but actually it looks like Sev3n is the one with no item times because Sev3n actually had a free red here.
5-minute warning.
So that's going to cost Sev3n. I mean, that was a potential edge that Sev3n could have had. Is that free red? God, however, going to fall back. And the damage that Sev3n at least did is going to allow for him to be able to look at the next big items and then challenge for those. And good damage from God there. Sev3n getting a little bit greedy. And God knows he can take this fight. And Sev3n actually has to back away. Look at this. Sev3n comes out with pretty much even stack. And God comes in once again. Oh my God. 1 point of health remaining on Sev3n. I think this is the dictionary definition of clutch. Of course he gets just bopped in the face there by some lightning. That does finish him off, but that does not detract from how awesome that clutch play was. But God, of course, is going to come away. And this is the interesting thing sometimes, because sometimes winning a fight, if you're left with 1 health, there is kind of nothing you can do. So if you're left with 1 health at a bad time when all the items are spawning, it's giving away the map. You can't do anything. So sometimes it's better just to kill yourself. There's been a few players who recognize this in time to create the situation where they then suicide with a rocket or something. FACEIT's done it before, and I mean, FACEIT is super smart with stuff like that. Anyway, God, good damage there onto Sev3n as he has to defend this red armor, and Sev3n's trying to pressure, but God clearly going to be able to just maintain this position and to be annoying. And there he goes, he finds the opening. After that rocket landed, he knew he could just jump across, jumping through the gaps of the rockets, and again winning position on Mega. This Mega health is going to allow God to do what he loves to do best. Go super aggressive. Wouldn't be surprised to see a rocket jump there, but he doesn't go for it. It can be really powerful sometimes to just instantly rocket jump there when they think that they can just spam grenades. But look at that, Sev3n made to look the fool. And God picks up another frag. This is a big score difference on Blood Run, but these two have been playing a fast-paced Blood Run, and Sev3n is someone with phenomenal execution, great movement, great fighting capabilities. He is a player that can explode. In fact, he kind of reminds me in some small ways a little bit of Lincoln, actually. Lincoln in his earlier days. Just being one of those aim and movement beasts from the team modes. Able to just be like super clutch and cold when it was required of him. Whether it be to run a quad, whether it be to run a flag. But Sev3n against God, unable to really just beat him here, and that's no surprise. God's got great decision making here, and God can play an aggressive game as well as a really defensive game. Much like Matrox has the capabilities, it's about how they feel on the day, and 74 health left. He's going to make the jump across, going to pick up that red armor, and the Mega goes to Sev3n once again. So Sev3n is going to make this fight happen, but that little bit of extra grenade damage could make the difference. But the rail switch was not good, and Sev3n comes out with the frag, and with 1.5 minutes remaining, we should not close the curtains on Sev3n just yet. He would not want it. Can Sev3n do a phenomenal comeback? It's just 3 frags. I mean, of course it's Blood Run, but it's just 3. You can just get that 1, and then keep the chasers going off the spawns. That's when it gets super dangerous for God. And there is Mega. And now he has to just go for it. He can't think about items. He can think about nothing else than the blood of God. And here it is. He's only got one rocket left. He's got to recognize this. And he's going to find God. He hits the rail. Can he get the third one? He's going to go for the interception rocket jump. Slightly missed rocket jump. And he's got no rockets left. I don't know if he realizes it. It's so crucial to have rockets to be able to chase effectively. Oh, he misses the rail. And God, if we look at God's perspective, he's got 75 and 50. So that's 2 rails to kill him. The rocket jump up again after picking up some ammunition. But 30 seconds left now. God has effectively killed a minute. And Sev3n has gotten nothing from it but a couple rails. God, the survivalist, he's trapped to a corner. He will go down, but 20 seconds remaining. And I have no idea what just happened. Let's try to reconnect, I guess. I don't know what just happened. There seemed to be no reason for that at all. If I check the console, I really don't know what just happened. Okay, well, I think it's safe to assume that Sev3n probably didn't make the comeback. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. I just don't know. I'll try to find out what happened. I'm pretty sure he didn't make the comeback. I have no idea. This is Ro16's account. Maybe he's got some dodgy stuff installed. I don't know. So don't blame it on me. Anyway, I'll quickly check with our admin just to see if something weird happened there. It's quite possible that maybe even all the server, I think the server itself went down. So, all right. So what we'll do, guys, is I think the server died. There's 20 seconds left. God has 3 frags in advantage. I think at that point it's actually impossible with slow spawning and everything, and for a Sev3n to actually win from that point. I think it's actually impossible, considering how far he was from where God was, and assuming God could run out at like 5 or 10 seconds before getting fragged, he can slow spawn to victory. So, yeah. We'll go to a quick break, guys. We'll come back with updates, and we'll have more games as well. So stay tuned for more crazy Quake action here on FACEIT TV.